I'm here with Bryson DeChambeau. We're at the Floridian here in Florida.
Yep.
Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
How's your trip so far over here? Testing new stuff?
Yeah, testing some new gear and new equipment. It's been fantastic. Honestly, the new Speedback driver is incredible.
Okay.
I mean, they've done an awesome job with designing a club that has great aerodynamics combined with a low CG. That's not really been done as of yet.
Okay.
So you got a streamlined crown, and then you've got the bottom, which is actually pulled back and down, which allows for that CG to be a lot lower and while retaining proper aerodynamics.
Okay. Okay. So obviously on the site, Golf WRX, everybody's geeked out on your, the one length thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So take me back to 2011 when the project started. It's you and your coach Mike Shy,
Yep.
and you guys are coming up with the idea of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
What did the first set look like, and how hard was it to build that set?
It looked like a shark had taken a bite out of all the wedges. I mean, it was just mangled and messed up because we put a grinder to the head.
Okay.
We're just grinding it down. We went through like 3 wheels before we got all the weight off.
Okay.
That's how much effort we had to put into it. And so once we got the pitching wedge, 9-iron, 8-iron weight all the way back up or back down to a 7-iron head weight, then we had to add all the weight on the longer irons. And when I say longer, I mean longer distanced irons,
right.
Not the longer length club. But the 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, all we had to put lead tape on them.
Okay.
And it just looked like it was. I mean, we must have spent $200 on lead tape putting all the weight on.
It's a lot of lead tape.
Yeah.
Consider it's like $1.99.
Exactly.
Okay.
You now understand. So that was definitely an interesting journey. It took us about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to make the set. Every day I was out there just grinding away at the heads, But when we went out to the golf course after they were set and done, we put them in the bag and they all were the same height. And we were like, well, what do we do now?
I guess you go out and hit them.
You go out and hit them, right? So we went out and hit them for the first time, hit an 8-iron, which is just normally shorter than a 7-iron length, right? And we were thinking, okay, my 7-iron goes 170, 8-iron should still go about like 158, 160. And so went out there, went to a 158-yard shot, 160-yard shot, hit an 8-iron, and I swung it as hard as I possibly could because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to go 170.
Right.
And it only flew 158, 160.
Okay. So
I was like, okay, that's positive. That's really, really good. Then I go to the next hole and have like a 200-yard shot, and I'm like, well, this is really going to be the kicker. It's either going to kick the bucket or it's not, And so went out and hit that shot, and I was expecting it to go 180 yards, 190 yards, if that. So I hit that first shot, and I was 200 yards out. What my 5-iron used to go back in the day. And I hit that 5-iron, and it kept flying. To my surprise, it landed right at 200 yards. And I looked over at Mike and I said, this could change the game.
Okay. Okay, so pivot off of that for a second. At any point during that process, so it's now 2018, so it's a 7-year process at this point. At any point, was there like, oh my God, this is not working?
No, there's never been an, oh my gosh, this is not working. There's been a lot of, okay, how can we make this work better?
Okay. So never like a decision to try and pivot off of that idea?
No, dude, it's the same length. They're all keeping you the same body posture. It's making you make the same swing every single time. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
No, fair enough. Okay.
When did you first read The Golfing Machine, and what effect has that had on you?
Mike Shy gave me the book at 15, and so I started reading it. Then I didn't understand it for like a year and a half.
Have you read it again since?
Oh, I've read it over probably 15 times.
Okay, so now we'll go to the relationship with Cobra. So you obviously, you have the Udell set.
Yeah.
Famous for that unbelievable summer.
I'm not going to talk about that.
No, that's fine.
Fine.
But now you have to pivot on into a new company and get in this theory into a new company. How hard was that transition for the company and for
Not
you?
hard at all. They'd actually been working on a couple things privy to me working with the company. They actually had some ideas and thoughts from a few guys back in the day saying it would be nice to have one-length clubs. The ability to just swing the same way every single time. And it's just kind of a fantasy of theirs until I came onto the picture and they saw me win the US Amateur. Like, wow, this could really be something. And so they locked onto me early and we talked about it, and they were really the only company that truly believed in me and believed in my idea.
Okay.
And so that's why I really wanted to be with Cobra. Cobra Puma is because they were the only ones that believed in me.
How many sets did you go through before you got the gamer set? Like, how many different sets of irons did it take on the grinding wheel and then the shop?
You're talking about back in the day, or
Yeah. When you first were making the switch with Cobra. Yeah, that's what I mean.
with Cobra.
With Cobra.
Yeah.
Yep.
It only took 1 or 2 sets.
Okay.
I mean, we had a couple weight issues the first time and CG positioning issues, and once we got an idea of where we wanted to go, they built the forged 1 lengths, and this is what I've been playing ever since. This is the same stuff that I came out on tour with.
Okay, so now a couple of questions on your game. So, you have to bring this up. You had that rough moment at the Scottish Open.
Yeah.
You're working in your game.
British Open, excuse me.
And the weird thing about how that whole situation went down is you obviously were struggling, but literally weeks later, you got hot. What changed in that 2 weeks, or was that just you
That's
having
just showing my level of resolve and resiliency. I mean,
Right.
people caught. I was not expecting any cameras to be on me at that point in time, and it's unfortunate that happened. But that actually made people realize that I am a human. We're all human.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
We aren't anybody special. We're all just guys that work incredibly hard and try our absolute best. And we're probably the guys that have failed more than everybody else.
Sure.
And people think it's, oh, they're just great. They're super young and talented. They've always been that way. No, we worked our butts off. I didn't have a social life growing up. People might not actually find that too crazy, but no, I mean, I really didn't, because I chose golf.
Right.
I chose golf as my passion, my drive, and I had great friends around me supporting me in that drive as a kid, and that was really kind of special for me, because it allowed me to be the person that I am today, somebody that works hard. And I had a dad that pushed me in a positive way. It was never like, oh, you have a bad attitude now, you're gonna get off the course. It was never that. It was always like, grind it out, dude, and shoot the lowest you can, and whatever it is,
Right.
Go do better next time.
Well,
So
I think that's what's impressive. Sorry to cut you off, but I think that's what's impressive with what at your age and what you're doing is your self-management.
Right.
I mean, take the game out of it. The way you manage yourself through crisis, through success,
Yeah.
is pretty impressive at your age.
Well, thank you, and it's been because I've had a lot of failures.
Right.
I've realized how I can self-regulate, even though I get frustrated, emotional, depressed, sad, whatever it is. That's just showing you my love and my passion for the game and wanting to be as good as I want to be.
Right.
And people need to realize that. They see, oh, he's disrespectful and whatever. No, that's not disrespectful. That's somebody that's working incredibly hard and being incredibly passionate about what they do.
Right.
I think there were times where Nicholas sometimes was kicked down because, he was not really respectful and shaking his hand for too long, whatever. We've all had those moments. It's because we care so much about how we do.
Right.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It just is who we are. It just is who we are. It just is what who each and every one of us are.
Well, it's it's necessity to get to where you're at. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so 2 little winger questions. One is, it's your last day on Earth. Got to go play golf. What course are you playing and who are you playing with?
Cypress Point.
Okay.
And I won't tell you who I'm playing with because it's more of a personal thing.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, definitely Cypress Point with some great friends of mine.
Okay, and then golfwrx.com, how often are you on the site at all? Do you ever troll around there and look around?
Whenever you guys post stuff about the clubs and what they look like, whatever, I go read it and put a like on there, and definitely don't put a shank it.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Good. Well, thanks. Good luck this season, and have a great winter.
Thank you all.
All right, thanks.